Think about that. Lori Baxter. Let's hear it for Lori. Aging flower child.
Check 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the applause. I would have yelled it, but my pipes these days are, you gotta save them. And then there's the knuckles. Back in 37, when she first walked down the strip, she was such a knockout, she'd make your heartbeat skip. Hiding from the winter, living in a pink hotel in Miami Beach. In Miami Beach. So she lived a long lifetime underneath a clear blue sky. She let the ocean bathe her, the trade winds blow her dry. The sun shone on her beauty till it faded clear away in Miami Beach. In Miami Beach. And now she sits alone in front of her hotel, as if waiting for somebody to arrive. Yes, and now her whole wide world has dwindled down to a single wicker chair on Ocean Drive. $1,000,000 babies walk right by her every day. They don't seem to notice. If they ask, she'd say, I must be your future, for you surely are my past. In Miami Beach. In Miami Beach. In Miami Beach. Oh, play Magic Fingers. In Miami Beach. Thank you. There was a very bad man in Chokoloskee, Florida. Peter Mathiasen wrote a book called Killing Mr. Watson. It's a very good read if you ever decide to read it. And in it is E.J. Watson, who hired all these people to work his land in Chokoloskee, and then rather than paying them, he just killed them. Buried them, left them laying wherever. He ended up killing a pregnant woman by the name of Becky Tucker, who was squatting on on his property with her husband. And finally, that was the last straw. And the whole town got together and met him at the dock. And he had the only motor-operated vessel in the area, and it would pop as it was coming in to shore. And they all sat there on the dock and pulled their guns and blew him away as he pulled up to the dock. And the sheriff finally came after all these years of him doing bad things to people. And he said, who shot this man? And the whole town said, we did. So he scratched his head and deputized the town, and nobody went to trial. Down in Chokoloskee, in the Chatham River bend, is where a man called Watson staked his claim. And rumors started flying, folks was never seen again. and they linked a dozen killings to his name. It takes a certain kind to walk this lawless land. It's a place where lives are lost as fortunes made. There's bodies washing up on the banks of Halfway Creek, but those fellas down in Key West say, oh, EJ's bills get paid. They found Miss Becky Tucker washed up on Lost Man's Key. They found her husband Wally the next day. Tuckers, they were squatters, just as poor as they could be. It was Watson's land and they were in his way. Island gossip grew, tales got passed around, his reputation growing with each kill. Ted Smallwood said the prayers the dead were put into the ground, but those fellows out in Naples said, oh, EJ pays his bills. And the people shook with anger, and the people shook with fear. No lawman ever came, he just turned a deaf ear. No sheriff came to catch him or convict him of his crime, but those fellas out in Naples say he pays his bills on time. Way down in Chuckaluskee in the delta of the Glades is where old E.J. Watson met his end, yeah. No one knew him very well, though all declared the man self-made, and everyone among them called him friend. When you mix old-time religion with whiskey, guns, and fear, you'll have a lynching party every time. Well, they shot old Watson dead. No one seemed to care except the merchants who cried, E.J. Watson pays his bills on time. Thank you, thank you. He was pretty bad. So in my travels as a jeweler, I would tour everywhere from Key West to Alabama and Carolinas and stuff. It was a lot of fun. I would, down in a park in Key West, there was a group of homeless people, and a woman about my age was with them. And she was a little bit strange, and I wrote some color around what I saw, and it's called Maria Elena. Maria Elena spends most of her days like a walking haunted house. She can't stop the voices in her head, living down in Key West in the park. She's wearing all her clothes, tattered hues of green and red. She doesn't see the holes, she only sees the velvet, the satin, and the lace. And in a broken mirror, she can't see the smudges that are there upon her face. Maria Elena sings down on Duval, slightly out of key, for the tourists that go there. Dimes and pennies scattered by her feet, they glitter just like gold. What they're worth she doesn't care. Ask her where she is from, she'll answer that she lives in a cabin by the sea. It's just a rusted van, but in Elena's eyes, there's a sitting room for tea. There's a sitting room for tea. She had a different life once, medication every day, and the voices stopped their chatter, but her dreams just flew away. Her dreams, they flew away. Maria Elena loves a brown-eyed man. They walk the streets and talk. He picks flowers for her hair, vines and petals tangled with the curls. Elena doesn't see how the people turn and stare. She loves his touch, fingers on her skin as he tucks her into bed. Elena doesn't know that this handsome man lives only in her head. I watch the people watch her, and on their faces I can find no sympathy as she parks a shopping cart beside a van parked by the sea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I guess I'll do a song about another woman, fictional woman, I think, although we've probably all been there once or twice. There's a crossroad in northeast Florida close to where I live called Barberville. It's on 40 close to 17, and it's got a musical sound to it. So here I am with a musical sound to a crossroads. Excuse me while I change keys. Some days I can do the high stuff, and then other days not so much. That's mo better. She got off the bus from Barberville with a satchel and a mandolin. She always said she'd learn to play the day her ship came in. Got a job in a small cafe, a cabin on the Blue Springs run. She put the mandolin up on a shelf and drank a toast to the setting sun. Rosalie says better days are coming. Sipping rye, she wipes away a tear. Rosalie has finally stopped her running, and she'll wait till better days get here. Blue-eyed Sam farms the land, grows oranges next door. He'd never seen a green-eyed dream like Rosalie before. Ask her half a dozen times to a dance or a picture show, but she turned bright red, then shake her head and politely answer no. Rosalie says better days are coming. Sipping rye, she wipes away a tear. Rosalie has finally stopped her running, and she'll wait till better days get here. Now Now Rosalie's been on the run since sometime last July. A love gone sour, it put a bit of sadness in her eye. Rosalie thought working hard would somehow ease her pain, till one day Sam gave her advice. It made her feel herself again. He said the good book says 70 shall be the days of man. Don't spend it all on work and toil. Enjoy the ones you can. She got off the bus from Barberville to start a brand new day. Last week she finally realized how quick time slips away. Well, it goes too fast to sit here feeling sorry for yourself. She gave Sam a call and took that mandolin down off the shelf. And Rosalie knows better days are coming. Sipping rye, she wipes away a tear. Rosalie has finally stopped her running, and she knows those better days are here. Yes, she knows those better days are here. Thank you. Thank you so much.